Ajija. What's up, guys? It's your boy Photopy the Dreamer, and today again we are here for our FL Studio Beginners Guide series, and today we are on episode 7. I can say episode 7 part 2 because we already looked at creating your first beat in FL Studio, only that we looked at creating a dancehall vibe, an Afro dancehall vibe, but then I'm well aware that most of you guys in FL Studio, there are a lot of guys who are in for hip hop or trap. Then I promise that we are going to do something hip hop. That's what we are going for. And if you have missed all of these ones, you have not been following, mm, check in the description below. You're going to get the link, or at the end of this video, I'm going to give you the video to click that will take you to the playlist. Yeah, to the full playlist where you're going to get all these episodes, because it's a step by step. Learning is a step by step process. You cannot skip. If you skip something, then you will not get. It needs you to take. So we looked at the FL Studio from the beginning up to the end. These are the 6 components that you must be well conversant with in FL Studio for you to move any further. Without you missing any of these ones, then you are not going anywhere. uh so also remember, guys, to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, like it, and if you like it, and then also hit that alarm, that bell icon, so that when I post other videos you don't miss. Okay, without wasting time, let's dive in our first hip hop beat in FL Studio, guys. Okay, so this is what we created the last time. Something simple, because I didn't want to complicate it, because it's still the beginner's guide series, so I don't want to complicate something. I need to do something that is simple for everybody to understand. It's not all about me showing that I can do this. No, it's me helping you go step by step. No rush. When you rush, you trip. Okay, so let's begin our project. You go to file, new. We already know how to do these ones if you have been following along. Now, when you're going to create any project, you need to create the BPM. That is the speed, how the beat or the sound will move. So that's the BPM. Okay, I want the speed of 85. If I put the metronome on, then that's the speed I want. All right. Okay, so we go to load our instruments. We are going to the channel rack. So these ones are the presets. You can decide to delete them, or you be replacing, or you add your instruments from here, or you click, drop here, drag and drop here. But we already know how to do all of these ones, but I'm going to replace this one. I want to load Citrus. And remember, guys, we are dealing with FL stock plugins, the plugins that you install with your FL Studio. When you're installing FL Studio, those are the plugins we are using. No third-party plugins. These are stock plugins that come with FL Studio. All right, so right-click, then replace. I want us to go to Citrus. So I want to go. I'm going to access the piano roll. So this here we cannot click and then load the drums. These are not drums. This is a sound that is going to be producing, sweet sound with, changing in pitch, what. So we cannot use the plotting. So right click to access the piano roll. We are not using any external instrument. We are just going to use our computer, or with the help of the keys on your computer keyboard. Yeah. Now, like right now, I've clicked, that is the comma key, that is the G key, that is the H key, all right, on my computer keyboard. So assume that you have no knowledge of any musical instrument. Okay, so I'm going to draw some simple chords here. Don't worry, this one is music theory, and that one will be later on. That's why I said subscribe and hit that alarm bell, so that when I post other videos you don't miss out. Okay, so I'm going to plot some simple chords. This is part of music theory. Okay. So let's see. I first reduce the sound here. I don't. Yes, this is the master volume. Just reducing the sound. Okay. This is the C. Okay, I'm going to add here, make a full octave. This is C major, C, E, G. I'm going to highlight this one, click Control, then highlight. So click Control on your keyboard and then press left click on your mouse and then you highlight. Now click Shift, then left click and then drag. Let me remove the metronome. Okay, again, Shift, duplicate these ones. Again, Shift. So I want to create something that goes. Well, along that line. So I'm going to highlight all of these ones, then Shift, and then drag. Now I'm going to G. Again, Shift. Now I'm going to F. That is F sharp, F. Now we are going to A. Shift. Sorry, I made an error there. Just undo. Control Z. That is one. And now I'm going to undo several steps backwards. That is Control Alt and then Z. Then highlighted. Then click these ones now. A, I want A minor. We go for A minor. And A minor. Click left. Highlight these ones. But I'm going to change the sound. So I'm going to change the sound. So come back here. Click on this instrument. Now instrument, come to presets. I want to change the sound of this one. Go to pads of the citrus. I want Amele. Choose that. Okay, that's the sound I want. So this is our pattern one. Go to the playlist. Click here, bring to the playlist. Right now we are in pattern mode, that's why it's not playing here. So I want it to play on the playlist. You need to be in the song mode. Come to the song mode. We already know these ones if you have been following along, guys. Okay, now to the song mode. We're in the song mode. So we are going to pattern 2. We're going to add another pattern, different instrument, pattern 2. Now let me come back here. Let's go to the channel rack. You will see we go to pattern 2, it changes. So I want to bring another instrument. I want to bring in boo bass. Right click. Replace. I want to bring in boo bass, but I want to remove the treble. Like if I press comma on my keyboard, comma is like C. I want to remove the treble. I want to remove the mid. I want to be left with the bass only. So also I need to access its piano roll. Right click, piano roll. and something that goes here, and something like that. And something that goes. Yeah, something that C, G, F, A. So it's not there, we need to put it in our playlist now. Come here, pattern 2, drag it to playlist. But I'm going now to take it down 1 octave. So from where it is, click Control and then arrow key down. Control arrow key, take it one octave down. Yeah, that one. Okay, we are building now. We are going to pattern 3. Pattern 3. Going to bring in hi-hats. But let me replace the hi-hats. Let's go here, pick hi-hats. Let's go to legacy. Oh, now we go to packs. We go to legacy. Legacy, I'm going to drums, hip hop. I want a hi-hat. I want this one, so I'm going to replace this one. And now click, drag, come and replace this one. So I'm just going to draw, since it's not there, draw here. I just drew left clicked. If I come to pattern mode, this is how it's going to be moving. So come to back song mode, bring our pattern 3 here. Now with our pattern 3, I'm going to add in a hi-hat roll. So to access the piano roll from here, just right click any. I want to create a hi-hat roll here. Going to come here, drag this one, increase it, then highlight it. Then I'm going to press Ctrl U. Press Ctrl U. If I undo that one, this one is determined by coming here, choosing the steps. Now if I choose third step, if I hit Ctrl U, that's what happens. It has made 6. Let me undo this one. Let me go and change to 6th step. Now if I hit Ctrl U, there are more than 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to humanize it, to make it, to give it a human feel, when a human is drumming, he cannot drum at the same velocity. So I'm just going to left click and then give it a human touch here, like that. Okay, we are moving on. Next, now I want us to add a kick. That is pattern 4. Go to pattern 4. We're going to add a kick. Now what kick do I want? Still from here, from these kicks here. Present the master here. I love this kick. Okay. Right click, send to selected channel or focused plugin, that is this one. Okay, so let me drag in our kick here. Remember, from here to here, that's 1 bar. These ones are beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 4 beats. Now 1 bar has 4 beats. So let's go and plot. With kicks, with drums, you just plot. So but now we need to add in to give it some soup. So remember, when we are looking at the playlist, in our episode of the playlist, we looked at something called making unique. So I want this in all of, right now they are all pattern 4, but I want to make this one unique. That means it will automatically become pattern 5. So left click here on this piano icon, then make unique. So you see now it has changed to pattern 5, but it is still the same kick. So if I change here, it's still the same kick. Pattern 4, still the same. Pattern 5, no difference. But now if I pattern 5, I'm going to change. We're going to see here, if I change from here, give it here, yeah, something like that. Okay, we are moving on. Now pattern 6. Pattern 6, I want to add in a snare or a clap. So we move on to pattern 6. Pattern 6, I want to add in a snare. Now with that one, I'll go to vintage. All these ones are, as I told you, they come with FL Studio. I haven't installed anything from outside, and all these ones come with FL Studio. So I want to add in a vintage hand clap instead of a snare. A vintage hand clap. This one. So add, open in a new channel. As you can see, I'm using different ways of adding our instruments on the channel rack to refresh our minds. There are very many ways of adding our instruments to the channel rack. That's why I'm not using one method. I want you to get all of these ones. So there are 4 now, they are over. I'm going to increase this one to 5. So this is how we're going to send them to the mixer for mixing. If you don't indicate here, because as you can see, our mix here, it is numbered. So that's why we need to number them here also, so that we send them to our mixer. Okay, I'm also going to just first put it there. Let's first drag it, pattern 6. Okay, so I don't want. Okay, there is another sound that I need. Let's first write. So I want us now to increase this one. Highlight all. I'm going to shift and then right again, highlight these ones, then shift, highlight all these ones, shift, click, highlight. So that's how. Okay, now I want us to add another sound, but still let me highlight this part here. To highlight, just left click. So I'm looping only here so that it will not play up to this side. I'm just looping this one. I want to add that. Let's add another pattern. Pattern 7. Add another sound. We are going to duplicate this one here, this sound. I want this same sound. This same sound here of the citrus. So since it's the same sound, I'm just going to right click. After right clicking, I'm going to say clone, but let me drag it. Now you see it is 2. I'm a layer 2, so I'm going to click Alt and then arrow key down. Send it to master track, to mixer track 6. Open the piano roll because it's not a drum. We cannot just plot. You just test the sound that you feel like. Let me drag it again. Somewhere here. I'll make this one short. Let me make this one short. Hey, that's it, guys. So from here we are going to send them to the mixer. The next step is mixing. We have made our sounds. I want us to keep it simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it. So left click again to highlight all of these ones. No, don't right click, just we have clicked one, but if I again click left here, it's going to highlight all of these ones. Now when these ones are highlighted, go to the mixer. From here, access this mixer from here. Come here to mixer track 1, right click, then channel routing. If we had only selected one, we are going to send them here. But channel selected channels starting from this track, the selected channels, these ones. So we are sending them to the mixer. You see now they have come. We have now brought them. Now one thing we need to get now are the levels. Bass, let me reduce the bass a bit. The kick also a bit. Clap, reduce the clap also a bit, this one a bit. Now I'm going to add some simple effects just to show you how to add effects, how we add the effects. Now what I'm going to do on our citrus, now to add effects you come and activate or click on the track you want to add effects to. This is the master, but now here all of them, the sounds are here. This is the master, but these are the individual ones. So you can right click to only fill this one. So I'm going to add fruity chorus. It's also it's also a stock plugin. Now these ones are just added, but now I want to fruit chorus, which comes with FL Studio. I don't want to mess up with these ones. I just wanted to show you how to add effects. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it with the default settings, not to mess anything. You can remove it by here, or you add. So the effect you might not feel it. It depends on the on your sound system you are using to feel the effects on your monitors or headphones. All right. Another thing that I'm going to add is the reverb. Left click here, then reverb, fruity reverb 2. Now the reverb gives it like the space. It determines like what space are you in, where is it a hall, is it a small room. So that's the use of reverb, giving that echo, like to determine where like to create a resemblance of a room, of an environment. That's the use of the reverb. I'm not going to change any settings. I'm just going to leave it with the default settings. With our boo bass, I'm just going to give it a reverb. Just adding, this is how we add effects. Just going to give it a reverb. I'm also not going to change any setting. And decide to change here, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is, default settings. Our hi-hats here, our clap here, it needs some reverb. Yeah, let's give it a reverb. Also, I'm just going to leave it. I come here, see, and like as you can see here, each channel has its own settings. So our hi-hat here has nothing, but let me add a reverb. Now solo, let me solo, come and solo. Now here you are going to get the effect. Let me solo this one by right clicking. You're going to get the reverb. If I remove the reverb, are you hearing? That's the effect it creates, resemblance of like an environment. So that's it. Are you hearing now? It has changed. If I right click again, so it has made a great change. Now if I remove the reverb, you're going to feel here that our hi-hat is dry. If I bring it, let me hope you are getting it. It will depend on what you are using to hear. Okay, our kick, I think the kick, I'm going to leave it the way it is because I don't want to complicate this one. I want to maintain it in its simplest form. Our clap also, I'm going to give it a reverb. This is our kick. I'm not tampering with it. Our clap, I'm also going to give it a reverb. But now the reverb, I'm going to reduce on the weight level. The weight level here shows the amount of reverb for the reverb. The dry level, that is the dry signal that is coming in. The weight level, it's the effects you're adding. So this one I'm going to reduce because it's too much. So I'm going to reduce on the weight level. If I increase, so I'm going to reduce on the weight level. We shall look at mixing in details in the upcoming videos. Just hit that subscribe button and then the alarm bell so that when we are into mixing, you don't miss out when I release videos for mixing. Even if I reduce, the effect is there. If I remove, I'm hearing now it's dry, but if I put our reverb, it's there. This one I'm going to leave it the way it is. Here we are almost coming to the end. So that's the small, like we have seen, there are all these ones are effects that you can add, you can use, but I don't want to complicate this one. This is our first video, like I assume we are making our first beat. So that's a So let's go back to arranging our song. That's the use of the playlist. Here, access it from here. Now double click here to remove the highlight. So this one, I'm going to bring it, let it start from somewhere here. Okay. Hey, I had clicked waiting for input. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now, just want this. Now I'm just right clicking to remove these ones. So this is how you arrange your songs, just in a simple way. Highlight these ones. I want to duplicate them. Press Shift, then highlight. So there is something I'm going to do with the kick. Remember, we have kick on pattern 4 and pattern 5. So here I'm going to assume like it's another chorus. I'm going to be removing pattern 5, pattern 4 rather. We are only going to be dealing with pattern. So I'm going to click left click this one, press Control and then click on each pattern 4. Where are we? Click Control and Shift to select these ones here. Okay. I'm just clicking Control, and then here, just remember we looked at how to zoom, so I had zoomed it out. So where were we? Come back here, click Control Shift, continuing to highlight pattern 4 here. Let me see where I want our verse. Let's say around, let's remove this one, click it again. So these ones I want them to get from pattern 5. So click here, then select source pattern. I'm going to select source pattern 5. So all of them, they are now pattern 5. So from here it's going to be pattern 5, pattern 5. When it reaches here again, something like that. Okay, so that is how you can organize your song. Now we're going to add something simple. add in a symbol. Symbol. Go to drums module symbols. Hey, add it to in a new channel on our channel rack. Here, just click here, add it 7, send it to mixer track 7. Why? No, patterns. Let's put it on pattern 8, on its own pattern 8. So I want, like, when we are entering here the chorus, it comes in pattern 8. When the chorus is entering, when the verse is entering, here, yeah, something like that, guys. Now let's send it to the mixer to reduce on the volume. It's selected here, go to your mixer, right click, root selected channel to this track, then reduce on the volume. And that's it, guys. That's how you make your first beat in FL Studio, guys. About saving, there is another video that looks at how to save your project and export it as an MP3 or a WAV format. It's a video. I'm also going to link it in the description, or I'm going to put it at the end of this video so that you check it out, guys. And then I remind you guys that if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, so that when I post more videos you don't miss out. Yeah, so it's not hard, guys, it's simple. Just put your heart to it. Now there is nothing that is impossible. It's all about your concentration and your effort. Put in effort, then you will learn. Okay, guys, it's been a great pleasure having you. Hope we meet again in our next video. So I sign out. It's your boy for the beat, the dreamer. Enjoy.